Wait, by the way, why is Lustboy a girl?
I mean, it's what he wanted.
That's my bar, bro.
Wait a second, he's dancing. Wait,
He's do
nice,
he's doing an Aya dance.
nice. Yeah, it looks hot.
Well, now that I have everything set up, we could finally get into this. And thank you again for both of you for taking the time to come on this podcast and hang out. And I at first before we kind of like I even like reached out to you guys, I was like, man, I feel like I don't know if I want to like I feel bad for reaching out to you guys and asking for you guys for another favor so soon, but I was like, I think everybody wants to hear from you guys. So thank you guys for coming on and hanging out and teaching us a little bit about tier 4. And honestly, I mean, I'll be honest, maybe a little bit less about what people want in the chat, but more it's just what I want because I wanted to learn more about tier 4. So this is actually for me, guys. I lied to everybody. This is actually for me. This is just for me to learn about tier 4. But alrighty. So with tier 4, right? And I guess how are you guys enjoying it so far? Like how are things going? Like let's set aside balance, set aside classes. How is tier 4?
If you set aside the class balance and arc passive, it's basically the same shit. It's a slightly different cast dungeon, same guardian, same raids, three raids per day and per week. Yeah, it's the same shit. Besides the arc passive, but it's been pretty fun, at least to me.
And like,
Great. Whenever you talk, like you dance like left and right like that. Nice. Feels nice. Yeah.
Stop liking
Great.
mine or okay.
wait, that
Great.
bar's a minor. Wait, what?
Great. Looking forward to seeing you in San Diego. All right. Anyways, it's my turn. Tier 4. Absolutely wild on like diverse aspect, like some positiveness, negativeness. It's very chaotic, and especially right now, what's going on is that the game, like people are not doesn't have a faith. They don't like trust anymore on the small gate for balance, but this has been a long a problem. It has been a long problem, but this time, I mean, it's like this. Like over the time, it's getting worse and worse. The rageness from the people, like regarding the balance, and since this one with the new season is literally a new system called Arc Passive, right? A lot of people were like copium that how better, like good, their class will change. But then when they opened the gift, the thing, like right now, a lot of classes are like kind of underwhelming compared to like some of those classes up there, and that's where they feel the disappointments. Yeah, the class might not be like that bad as you guys think, right? Even Glavier, but like in MMO, emotion like matters a lot, right? Like everything that you compare, like DPS, everything is comparison to other like people, and that's where the letdown comes from. So emotion, is like dominating the Lost Ark right now, and the people are like raging on fire right now. Like the director is getting his ass busted. Yeah. So yeah. Yep.
Memo, can you give me your gems when you're shooting?
Bro. Bro, I need gems, bro. You're a barrage. You only need one, like, high level gem for that Z skill. I need, like, Red Dragonhorn, Starfall Pounce, Thrust of Destruction, Four-Headed Dragon, what's it called? Raging Dragon Slash.
It's okay, I can convert.
Right, sure. Nice. Great.
Well, if you can have the gems, can I have the account? Because I've been meaning to play in KR for a while too. I've been wanting to make KR
Whoa.
content.
I'm reporting to Small Gate.
What? Hey, we can talk about this. We can talk about this. I can give you other things that you want. But
Nice.
okay.
I mean,
if you want, I could arrange maybe for you to meet up with the Lustboy, the person in Lustboy's picture at TwitchCon. We can talk about it.
that's Lustboy.
No. Well, Lust. I mean, maybe Lustboy looks like that. It's been a while since I've seen Lustboy, but Anyways,
sure. Anyways,
yes, sure, okay. But other than tier 4, other than the tier 4, I guess classes, how is tier 4 in general, Memo?
it's your turn, Lustboy.
No, let's went. He went.
Yes,
he went. Because I was talking about how what do you guys thought about tier 4, right? And then Lustboy gave his thoughts about tier 4 outside of classes, and you talked about the classes. So I wanted to hear your thoughts about the non-class stuff, like
Non-class.
Yeah, so non-class balance. Maybe it's like
Non-class.
accessories or like arc passive system or like anything like just like the overall systems and changes in general.
Okay. Chaos Dungeon being once per day is absolutely better than the day of where you used to do twice.
Mm-hmm.
Guardian Raid is same. And the arc passive system itself is definitely flexible. Right now, what you have to do is like season 2. In season 2, you have to like look into the auctionals with your eyes and calculate the node, like ambush +3, ambush +6, okay, engraving book, all right, like pinnacle +12, like that kind of like bad thing, and like which was like Denji to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
They copied this system from the Monster Hunter back in the day, right, on season 2, and they finally changed it into a system called Arc Passive. You don't need any of that thing. Accessories work completely different now for something else. You just get the combat stat from the point you invested. If you don't need it, then you can just subtract it out. Very flexible. Same for not just for the combat stat, class engraving, and all the gear set related bonus, everything. You can flexibly do that. You can change from control to pinnacle, pinnacle to control whenever you want for all classes. Now, this sounds really good, like really, really flexible and good, but there's one thing that is not flexible at all, which is a scam. Gems. Gems, you still have to convert everything manually by paying silver. So, like let's say I want to play a control from Pinnacle, then gems I have to control I have to like change everything to control like skills, which is pretty bad. So like not just me, there's a lot of people who says this. How can this system be called as a flexible if the gem is not flexible and the game, the small gate side is like just being silent, and yeah, it's half flexible. I would say the system is half.
Don't worry about it. They have infinite silvers.
Wait, I don't have silvers though.
Sucks for you.
Wait, bro. All right. Anyways, like for the gems, if they want to sink the silvers, if they want to, then I would say, why don't they just like let us guarantee the skill, like right away by paying more silver? Like, does that make sense? Rather than like this, like infinite gamble.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unpleasant. Like if you want to like switch out the class still because of that part, but definitely better than before. Definitely.
Do you think they'll ever change the gems? Like I've talked about it on my stream before. Like I was thinking like, why don't they just make it so that gems are like event gems and you just select them, and even with damage and cooldown too, like that'll be perfect. But at least with the skills, That way you just go in, select which one you want, and like you said, right, maybe pay a little bit more silver to select it. That way you can actually swap between the engravings and swap between what you want. Because like I agree with everything you say. This is supposed to be a more flexible system for people to play the engraving that they want depending on the situation. But you just can't do that right now. What was the point of making the arc passive system if you still have this kind of like limitation?
I mean, they might change it, but I don't think this is gonna be their priority like for a really long time. So I don't think it's gonna be any different.
I agree. I think they don't give a shit for this part now. Like always, what like how they put the priority is invent. Like what burns the most from the invent, and right now at the moment is the arc passive skill point that's on the field boss. Yeah, that's the number one.
No, you really invent too much. I don't think they. I mean, they care about invent, but I don't think they care about them much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this. If it's something that they think it has to be done, then they actually do the patch that was like on fire on invent. But like it's not like all the time like that, but mostly like from my experience, I've been seeing it's like that. Yeah. Anyways.
I mean, what you're saying is basically Aegis is trying to fix something based on what Reddit is saying.
Yeah, but like like, I would say like around half of the time, it did happen, right?
I mean, that's not always.
Yes, but pretty high popular, probably I would say. Anyways.
I do think that it definitely plays into it. Like for example, when like the elixirs, like everybody over here in the West was talking about elixirs and how they hated elixirs and there were so many problems. And then like we wanted animation skips and things like that. Nobody talked about it in KR, and we never got any changes. But the moment people started talking about it in then it got changed. So I mean, I think that there probably is like some degree of like invent, but probably not like everything. Kind of like Lustboy saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just I'm hoping that over like also you were talking a little bit about like the field boss thing. What's going on with the field boss?
If I TLDR, Lustboy is a winner and I'm a loser.
Oh yeah, I think you got the Twitch URL wrong. It's a Twitch TV memorizer 87, not 92.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
so what is the memorizer 87? What does that mean?
Uh,
Oh, 87 this points.
So
I'm sorry.
basically,
I'm sorry.
basically the max arc passive point you can get is 92 if you get the +5 from the field boss, and that has a big difference between not having it, which is 87 point.
Mhm.
That actually like enables depending on what your class is, like 10 to 20% damage increase.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't have that shit. So I'm like I only have an 87 point, so I'm memorized at 87.
I hope they fix that because that's so bad. Actually, that is actually so bad. Are and they don't have like the what is it? Because eventually they're gonna add like bracelets having like arc passive points, right? And they don't have that yet.
yeah, hyper opening. Memo is actually unlucky side actually. Most of the people around me actually got the skill point pop.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, actually,
now.
yo, Miso, I can send you a DM. I organized like which streamers got the point from Field Loss and who did not.
Uh-huh.
Hold
Yeah.
up, hold up.
And how long is that list?
It's not long.
Oh no. Don't worry, you'll
Let me
get
send
yours
it.
soon. Sure, send it. You'll get it soon, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, in our Discord.
Got it. Got it. I'll take a look at it later. But you know, I'm sure you get it soon. Don't worry about it. Maybe maybe I see in chat, is glaive the common denominator? Or is everybody on that list a glaive main?
Oh, the people who didn't get it.
Yeah.
Except for Tofu and Bongyang, me and Ida and Portia and Captain Jack, yeah, we all have Glavers on
Oh
high
no.
level.
Oh no.
OM.
That. Well, I guess I'm not picking up my glaive again. That's for sure. That's never gonna happen. Hopefully, there's not many striker players on that list because that's my main, and there's already many concerning things about that class. I don't need another one.
Anyways.
Okay. But I guess like going on from that, like let's also talk a little bit about like before we head into class. I wanted to hear a little bit from you guys about like the egg year raid. What did you guys think about the egg year raid? Was it fun? Was it interesting? Like, did you guys like it?
It was fun, yeah. I think Egger was just a tutorial for just card system, and it's basically just a new button.
Oh, okay. Like New Vaulton isn't like fun or like how difficult it is.
Just as in everything, like difficulty, like fun, and how do you say it? Just entry level, I guess. It's kind of easy to get in.
Well, that's good.
And for the Egger number, though, Egger number is probably the easiest rate since Spartan, yeah, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you agree, Memo?
Sorry?
Do you agree that Eggier normal is like the easiest raid since like Vaulton?
Bro, I was like getting cooked on the Eagle raid. Like I'm in the same static with Lustboy, and it was so hard, bro. Like that
Wait,
guy with
even
white
number?
looking, white looking guy covered all his body with white, and then like holding a red spear. It's a nightmare, bro. Like every time he points the spear at me, I'm like, bro, like who's the real Glavier? Like it's him. Yeah, like run away. Like you know what I'm saying? Bro, my ass is getting penetrated from his spear. It was so hard. Right, Lust
Um,
Boy?
I think number was easy, no?
Normal. Oh, normal. Yeah, normal. I would say it's easier than Behemoth, easier than Echidna normal, easier than Thamine normal, easier than Vulcan as well. Bro, Vulcan normal, by the way, when it came out for the first time, it like the scaling was not as like low as nowadays. Like what I'm saying is that the Lost Ark Raid normal mode is way much easier than hard mode, even on the same eye level, right?
mhm.
Because it's scaled that low. But when they released the Legion Raid for the first time, which is Voten, it was not scaled that like lenient like that. Voten normal also had like hard mode difficulty on eye level. Does that make sense? Like much more HP, and also like much hits hard. So people were getting cooked on in the normal as well. Like a lot of people couldn't clear it, and then they realized that this is a wrong design, and then they nerfed the normal mode to the ground, and also like all the contents came that followed afterward of Voten. The normal mode are like now like easy like that, and A gear is yes, it's super easy. I think you can clear that even with 5 people alive. Is that lenient?
Really? That's actually really lenient. That is actually crazy. Because we're coming off of Echidna right now. We haven't even gone into Behemoth. And I don't know. When we were getting Echidna, I remember like I was talking to Sane, I was talking to Lustboy, I was talking to all of you guys.
No,
We actually had
I
yeah.
didn't say it is gonna be easy, no?
I think you
I
guys
didn't
said it
say
was
that.
easier than Thamine.
No, I definitely said it's gonna be challenging on week one.
Well, on week one, I feel like I'm still like when you go out in like the wild west of pugs right now, and even sometimes in statics, I feel like I there's so many jails out there. Like the DPS check down in basement is insane. I mean, we're getting a nerf next week, but I still feel like it's so hard. It's a lot of people are having trouble clearing that raid.
Um, well, if you say that to the invent people, then they will say like West weakling something like that. But since I'm not that kind of person, I would say I'm not a boomer like them. Um, I would say it's just a comparison like emotion like thing going on. Like like people were saying that like Koreans were saying, yo, Daemon is like way harder than Echidna. So Echidna is easy. So you guys will like blast our ass, and then you guys got your ass blasted by Echidna rather, saying that the Koreans are lying. Echidna is harder than Daemon, but then oh, I was thinking like why is that happening? And because you guys got way easier Daemon than Korea, right? Like
That is true.
Yeah.
But NA and EU got their version of Demind though. Like it's almost double down in HP.
Yeah.
Unless we are doing TFM.
Yes. That's why they feel Echidna is hard.
That's probably why. You're right. You're right. That is actually probably the case because we didn't get a nerfed version of Echidna, but we did get a nerfed version of Thaemine. So that is true.
And also Echidna though is I think Western people have a tendency that they must have good uptime or they're gonna start running down. Versus KR people, they're okay with having bad uptime in a raid. They rather just do the mech and do nothing, which is a good thing in Echidna.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's environment is a little different.
We have our meter Andes, the DPS and the parsers coming in trying to get the highest number. I get it. I mean that kind of makes sense. But Egg raid is much easier than Echidna, much easier than Thaemine. But what about the hard Egg?
Hard Egg is basically the same structure as normal Egg, but there are some extra layers in the mech. For example, the Demine 4-1, 315, the memory, the bunch of pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know how to dodge that to do one of the mech in hard Egg, but you don't have to do that in normal Egg. Just for example.
I see.
Yeah, just extra layers.
But overall difficulty, you would still put it like easier, like probably around Bolton level.
Or no, hard Egg is actually super tight in the week 1 if you don't have the arclosive, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be even a little worse because you guys are not gonna have the weapon transcendence in time, most likely.
Yeah. How long does it take to get weapon transcendence? Because we have about basically a month to get Behemoth and then into Gear.
I think you guys have a month, but you need a month with and you need I think you need a month, and you need to beat every auction the fucking thingy.
Oh yeah, the box at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you clear normal gate 1 and 2 and claim all the boxes that the claims without the bid box, then it takes 9 weeks. If you clear hard gate 1 and normal gate 2, then 7 weeks. If you do hard gate 1 and hard gate 2, 5 weeks is like what I found to get the 5 full armors.
For Aegir?
Yes.
Got it. But for Behemoth, it's going to take about, I think Chad is saying like 6 weeks?
6, yeah. Behemoth
yeah, 6 weeks if you don't beat the box. But you got only on a month, so yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna finish the transcendence.
Do you think it's possible? I'm sure it's possible, right? To
it is possible though.
Full weapon transcendence.
It is definitely possible, and But you guys are not gonna have the weapon transcendence, but you guys are gonna have tier 4 gear transfer and tier 4 gems, which is gonna be filling the gap.
For
I think.
Behemoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for Aegir, do you think it's possible? Like, how hard do you think it is going to be without full weapon transcendence?
I think it's gonna be similar-ish difficulty as KR release, just as tight as KR, or the standard fit.
So you think it's possible for people to clear it?
Yeah, it's gonna be possible, more than enough, but it's gonna be hard.
And then you have to account for, the NA skill, the NAEU skill difference, and it's gonna be even harder.
Or like Egger doesn't need like the fucking co-op mechanics, so I think it's NA and EU strong suit.
Okay, but in terms of like fun, you guys think it's a really fun raid too?
Yeah, I think it's fun. One of the favorite raid
Oh, that's
so
good.
far. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Are you guys looking forward to the next gate? Are you guys looking for Belshazzar, mommy?
No.
No, why not?
Yeah, like I'm done with the the Belshazzar raid back in the day. That the Belshazzar on the release date. If it's coming like that, then I might I might peace out, bro. Yeah, I might run away.
I mean, I guess kind of on that same note, like, how is like the Gate 1 Aegir? Because that's basically like a Khan Valton, right? Is in that fight. How is that fight compared to like the Khan raid itself? Is it easier than the Khan raid, or is it harder? Because there's some similar mechanics or some different mechanics, right?
The mechanics are different, but the normal parents are actually the same-ish as Akan Gate 3.
Mm-hmm. Because maybe that could be a good way to kind of gauge how the Belshazzar one is going to be.
Yeah, like what's it called? It shares like a lot of similar, like similar or same pattern, which is good. That's why it's not gonna take that long to pass the first gate.
Mm-hmm.
Hope the brochures also have like that kind of stuff.
I mean, I think they should. I think by kind of theory, it probably should be kind of like that. So I'm hoping that it won't be that bad, but you're not looking forward to it because of Belshazzar and how it was when you first cleared it. But what about you, Lustboy? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to it, yeah, but yeah.
He's in my team.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like you're still gonna let me in even if I stay as a memorizer 87 by then, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I might do like 20% less damage than other 7, but
well, it's probably a little bit more because you're a Glavier, right?
I mean, there's another Glaver in my team, so 2 Glavers, so we're fucked.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of both of them.
Yeah, Lustboy said like he might actually like get rid of the 2 of the Glavers and replace them with a Pally, because Pally DPS Pally has like same synergy as Glaver now. Interesting.
Yeah, in there, thank you.
Yeah. I need to get this. I need to come back to Memorizer 92.
You'll get it. You'll get it. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll happen.
I think Bra is gonna be a lot more difficult to like hard Aegir. I mean, the Aegir rate in general is it was balanced around not having arc passive. Right? If you have arc passive, this is just fucking just easy as Guardian rate. But the new Belshazzar rate in the September in KR, it's gonna be balanced around arc passive. She's gonna have like trillion HP.
I really hope they don't bring back Gate 5 mechanics. That would be really bad.
People in KR are actually already practicing in Harbor, and they sometimes ask me to go for like Phantom Monarch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just to practice in advance.
Memo, are you being invited to these?
I don't do hell mode.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are
not my
lacking.
thing. Surely bro is not gonna have like drop like meteors, right? I think she's not gonna have that kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8 like kind of timer meteors again. Yeah.
I'm
Surely.
sure they've learned from their mistakes, right? I'm sure. I'm sure they learned what players like and what they don't like.
I mean, in our static progging with Memorizer, so we are playing on KR server, right? So everyone's Korean, including Memorizer, and there's a mech where you have to communicate with each other, like inside and outside, like party 1 inside, party 2 outside, kind of shit.
Mhm.
And this guy fucking communicated in English, and everyone else was so confused.
No, I mean, they understand what like in or out, like 1, 2, 3. Like I use like basic English.
No, the mech was
Yeah.
like addressing where the ship is, basically. Like if you see I, go to 1 o'clock. If you see heart, go 5 o'clock. And this guy's fucking communicating in English for fun.
What do you mean? Yo, so like I got the what's it called? Like in the 8-tier gate 1, there's a mech where you have to communicate. And you have to say the direction and the shape. There's that kind of thingy. And I say in English 3 o'clock scythe, something like that. And they should understand, right? Like,
just imagine you guys are doing a Brashaja gate 4 or gate 6, and you guys are trying to drop the meteor on 1 o'clock, and just a fucking out of blue, some guy saying 한시 파면시. Just imagine that.
Yeah, I would not know what the fuck was going on.
I mean, Koreans understand English, but the other way around doesn't work, right?
Kind of. I mean, do Koreans know what scythe means? I feel like scythe's kind of a complicated word.
Yeah, I don't think they know that.
Oh, okay. The next time I would say like 3 o'clock Soul Eater. Then they will understand.
No.
I'm like I lost how to speak English. What's it called? Korean like long time ago, like 40 years ago. Yeah, maybe 80 years. Yeah. Anyways.
Fake Korean.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There's worries in the chat that you're not gonna be allowed back into Korea after TwitchCon, Memo. Would you stay here forever? Would you do that?
I mean, I need to do the raid. Actually, like I might get I might get like into trouble on this TwitchCon. Oh, like considering that the schedule is gonna pretty much overlap with the Bro Shaza raid.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm coming back on from the state local time. Like I take the flight on Tuesday, but I arrived to the airport in Korea on Thursday, which is 2 days after.
2 days after the raid comes out.
But I mean the thing is this. The thing is it's Thursday. If that week is when Bro comes out, then it's gonna come out on Wednesday, which is so. The raid is gonna come out when I'm on in the plane, and like I'm pretty sure Lustboy will like and the static will wait for me, right? For 1 day, right?
No,
If
you're
that
out.
happens.
Bye bye.
Wait, what? Wait. I mean, even if I get like a memorizer 92 point,
I'll think
bro.
about it. If you main swap.
I think they might
Wait,
take a DPS
Glavier
paladin.
is going to the moon with the hyper awakening. Yeah, she rides on a horse. You know what that mean? Like only like top tier DPS can ride on the horse. It's like in the chest, like the one that's riding on the horse. Yeah, the Giga Chit.
I'm pretty sure they're probably going to replace you with a DPS paladin. Don't worry about it.
Um,
They'll probably clear by the time you get back.
all right. Anyways, yeah, that's my fastest flight. By the way.
Or you could try to play with some plain Wi-Fi. That does not sound like a very good idea, though. It doesn't sound like that would work out.
Um. I mean, or like I mean, there's honestly a lot of ways. Or I can like sneak into like Lustboy's home, and then like steal PC or a Saint.
That could also work. That could also work.
No,
Just stay for a couple more days.
I heard saying about a shotgun.
Wait, what? Wait.
On protection.
Wait, you can buy a shotgun in the state? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's legal in California.
Yeah, this is America. Right to bear arms.
Okay, bro. All right. Anyways, yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Anyways. Okay, fine. I think I want to talk about getting back on topic. I know we talk about general tier 4, but I do want to hear about a couple things. I think there is a little bit of was a bit of concern when tier 4 first came out with the accessories. Are you guys liking the accessory system, the new accessory system?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good system. One of only bad thing about the system so far is since everyone is trying to switch to arc passive, is the demand is already too high. So some of them are overpriced. But good thing about the new accessory system is you can buy any accessory in tier 4. Like you can stack all the accessory with trash options. Like every option with the trash options, and your character will still function. Or
Yeah.
like tier 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you can buy the accessory tier for accessory. You can hone it up to 3 times, and the random option comes out. Like, it can be a garbage with 80% chance and 20% of chance. Like, it can be like poggers, and regardless of what options are, you need an accessory that is fully honed on every 5 pieces to properly activate the arc passive. Because the honed accessories provide arc passive point, and you invest those points, then arc passive pops off. That's how the system is, and like one thing that I feel, I mean, generally, like I agree with Lustboy. I think it's a good system. Generally, like making it tradable, like it's even tradable even after it's honed. So it's not like a bracelet or like previous. It's not like a bracelet. Yeah, bracelet becomes like untradeable after you hone, right? So, but one downside I would say is, so it's like literally the core parts that you need to activate the arc passive. The accessories are core, and you can do that from earliest at 1660, later at 1680 it gets better, which means if you're under 1660 you can't use the arc passive is what's going on technically,
because you don't have enough points.
Yes, you don't have enough points, and you need the gears as well. The not the accessory part. You need the left part, the gear,
Mm-hmm.
and A gear gives the gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But A gear normally is 1660. That's what matters a lot as well. So both left and right part, the accessories and the gear is important. Therefore, like if you consider that a lot of people will be at around like 1640 and stuff, right? Because of the item level boost from plus 20 from the starting with the season, new season from the Kenwatt Fortress. Some people might not like it. There's like there's like still some Koreans who doesn't like the system as well. Like, why would you not allow us to use this like taste this new system right away? But nowadays that kind of like a ranting has been kind of like what's it called? Kind of going shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
But still it exists.
Yeah.
Is what's going on. Yeah. So if
And
you want to taste the arc passive, you have to hone up
mm-hmm.
to at least 1660.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I agree with that. I actually made a video about it a while back saying like it doesn't make any sense why you kind of advertise this new system. It's like this is the great thing, this is crazy thing, Tier 4 is coming, and then Tier 4 comes and you can't use it. It kind of feels weird. I mean, to be honest, and I think for the most part, it seems like Arc Passive, most people consider it a better system than our Tier 3 system. So it's kind of like I'm hoping maybe the future, like they might just make it so everybody gets to start off with Arc Passive. I don't know, because like I'm just thinking about here in the West, right? Imagine like for us, we want to get a bunch of new players in, a lot of people returning to the game. It'd be great if like if Arc Passive came out, like they'd be able to advertise like, hey, here's Arc Passive, this is a new system, it's great, and like anybody coming in can just get to use it. So I'm hoping maybe down the line it's just going to be a plan for them to make it so everybody starts out with Arc Passive, but maybe that's just copium.
Yeah, probably copium in this game because it's just Korean MMO. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, like KMMO. Like, I mean, I have like the only game I played is like Maple Story, Dungeon and Fighter, and Lost Ark. And I mean those are like major KMMO, right? But those games, it's very rare to change the structure of the vertical system, the structure, because it's complicated. They already messed up from long time ago, and those messed up things are staying as a structure. So if they try to touch one of them, then they have to touch all of them, which is kind of troublesome from their side. And they're not even sure if the players will like the change, right? Like all those kind of some complicated like stuff is, I guess, that they what's mattering about, I guess. Like, for example, Lost Ark, this is my subjective opinion, by the way, but I think the game was going to a weird direction ever since the Elixir system came out, in my opinion. The way how the Elixir came out is this. Like, people were complaining about the gear, upgrade system. Like, basically, Voten Vicus gear to Bro gear upgrade, Bro gear to Archon gear upgrade, like that kind of stuff. The gear, reset. And people are saying this is so boring. And not even like I don't even get like huge damage amplification from this. Like we want some new thing. And then Smallgate came in. Yo, welcome guys. With the new what was it called? With the new Voltus and Ivory Tower, we have Elixir system. Do you like it? Yes, I like those 3 bozos and stuff. That's the history. Like, I'm not even joking on this. That's how it came out. And then people seem like they are liking this system because like there's actually so many casual players in Korea, like, believe it or not. So they play they have less than 6 character, like me and Lustboy, and the Elixir didn't seem like it matters that much at then. They only just have to do it on 1 or 2 character. But now with the new season, because their characters got plus 20 boosted and they have to do the Elixir on every character, now people are complaining, and the West is like yo, like, like KR people like complaining for like a week, like just changed everything when they were like complaining for a year, like all this like thing happened. Anyways, like I kind of like went out of the track. So if I go back, that's how the elixir got implemented, and the developers actually thought that the players are enjoying it, so they added transcendence with the Thaimai. We came up with a new transcendence. I mean, new system called transcendence, and basically, like I don't even have to go through like how bad these systems are, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just multiple layers of RNG, right? Honing has
Mm-hmm.
just one layer of one RNG, right? But these have multiple. Like I mean, they got alleviated recently, but still, yeah. Anyways, now a lot of there's actually a lot of people in the event who says that Elixir, Transcendence, and the card system. These three are the biggest, the biggest, uh, the biggest, like let's say, like the speculation, the biggest speculations that gatekeeps like people.
Mm-hmm.
So these
100%.
three should have been deleted on the new season. There are like people saying that, and that thread got a lot of like upvote by the way. But from the game side, they're never gonna delete it, right? It's that structure like thingy. They already messed up like for over 2 years making all these systems till now. Like you need elixir to do like a higher rate. You need TR by like all that thing. It's bound. It is bound, and like how should I say this? It's just like mess up to a mess up to a mess up to a mess up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to change the entire system right now. So I guess the easiest way the game can do easiest is is releasing an express, the Mokoko Express that
Mm-hmm.
expresses all the way to 1660 where you can do the arc passive. But that's I don't think that's gonna happen in the year. Yeah, is my opinion. Anyways,
Yeah. And I mean, I can't agree with that more about the gatekeeping stuff. And I've always talked about like the cards being like such a big issue. And I didn't realize that KR players were kind of complaining about the cards as well. Because I thought KR people kind of were like on a, at least this is how it used to be like, oh, people were might complain about like, I spent so much money on cards. Why are you making it so much easier now? Because I mean, I don't know. It just at the
but
end of the
yeah,
day, cards just it's one of the biggest gatekeepers for us, at least at the moment.
I mean it was like that. Like back in the day, if you say that card is a what's it called? If you say something like that, like something negative about a card, then you get called as a rice eater right away. Like you're an RMT seller. It's not something like that. But nowadays, I mean, there's still like a lot of group who says the same thing, but like I can feel that people are changing. More people are like agreeing that this is a bad system. Like more people are like coming, like turning over,
Hmm.
and uh you will see like I mean invent is a wonderful place, bro. Like if you go into invent, people are like fighting each other all the time, and this is one of the topic that I fight. Like the car should be deleted for the new players and the return players versus are you a rice eater, bro? Like bro, like do you know how much I spent on? I mean it's like this, like people don't even care about how much they spend nowadays. Like the like how people think, most of the people who already got the 30 light space, like all the card, even though we swiped for the card packs from the F4 shop, most people don't care. They're gonna delete the card system. Oh, okay, yeah, good for the game. Like that's how more normally like people think. Like I'm pretty sure like people would not think like, hey yo, what the like my money, bro, my asset, I'm pretty sure that's like less than like 5% ish, like who will actually think that. Yeah, no one cares. But people calling out as a rice eater though. Um, yeah. Classic like Korean like fighting going on in the event. Anyways,
Hmm. Got it. Yeah, I'm just glad that the people are speaking up. And then meanwhile, while people are complaining about it, they add like what another 5 LOS card sets into the game. I'm really hoping that that stuff doesn't become meta. Because if that becomes meta,
uh,
having to collect more cards, oh my gosh, that would be such a headache.
yeah, I don't understand why they added. So people are asking for they should delete the card. They should do some more elevation on the card. But they did something completely opposite. They added like some more new card. And the worst part, in my opinion, is that, bro, they added same figures as a different card. Like there's for example, there's like the Xenervale card that exists, right? They added Awakened Xenervale. Like literally only the name's different. There's a fucking Xenervale in the illustration in the card, and it's called Awakened Xenervale. It's a completely different card that you have to farm from zero. And there's a Azina called, like, what's it called? Like, some blah 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 Azina, and like Balfour, use like smashing Balfour. Like, there's a prefix on each of the card, like, and they release it as a new card. It's so like bad, in my opinion. It's weird. Yeah.
On the brighter side, though, if you're a new player, you might, not right now though, but in the future, you might don't have to like finish LOS 30 at all. If you think about it, you can just farm the
new cards.
Yeah, only you might need to farm only new cards in the future. Like you don't have to farm LOS 30, you don't have to farm KRC 30 for sure. You don't have to farm Lost and Cliff or some other random shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a bright side, a good way to look at it. Though I just wish they would just remove the cards completely.
Yeah, the card system is a bad system for sure, but I don't think it's a good system at all. But on the bright side,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, at least the good news out of bad news, right? Yeah.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, let me introduce you to this idea. Just play Striker, and you only need one card set. How about that?
Bro, that's what killed the current Striker with the Arc passive, though. OM. I mean, it's always like popping off with the latest, patch. They're like they're happy. Yeah.
No, Esso looks really good, actually. I was watching some videos. It looked kind of juicy. That's what I'm saying.
Deathflow is copying on the Hyper Awakening being an SO skill. Yeah, good luck on that, 07. Yeah. Yeah, with the like, what's it called? The Zenith Umar. Yeah, good luck with that card set. Oh yeah, and like speaking about it, like strikers were like also claiming that the Zenith and like that card set, basically, is also a problem. Like they don't understand why we are bound to that, and every balance is like happening on that. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a weird class. Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should
do
just
something with the card set.
They should just change the element damage and just add some new tripod or some shit. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I think it's easy to change, but they're not doing it. So OM, anyways.
I mean, Laz Umar has always been a problem for strikers, and my gosh, I don't know. As much as I joke about everybody should play striker to only have to deal with one card set, please, I hope they fix it. It's such a shitty card set. Having to like every time, like whenever I go up to do any sort of mechanics, like I'm just like sitting there trying to like help out with mechanics. I'm like, oh well, there goes all my damage right there. Boom, gone. It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
Classic Deathflow Striker.
Definitely classic Deathblow Striker, but I mean, I'm looking for the new Deathblow. I mean, the new SO. I guess kind of with that, let's kind of move in and talk about classes. I know you have some very, let's say, strong opinions about some of the classes memo. But I haven't heard too much from you, Lustboy, about what you think about classes. Like, where, like, are you happy with the overall class balance right now?
I've been saying this like since last season, the season 3, but I believe that Rosar K team have like they have different QA team on each classes. Like this QA team number 1 goes to like Berserker, just for example. QA team number 2 goes to Glavier. And some of those QA team do really poor job. And yeah, they actually don't know how the class works. But besides that, I'm happy with the changes, the classes I play. But the overall balance, I think it's pretty garbage, yeah.
Yeah, Lustboy is happy because he has a happy roster. On the other hand, Memorizer 87, if you look at his roster, let's see, like Clavier, yeah, Destroyer is also like, Rage Hammer is kind of ragey, like, right now. I mean, so on and so forth.
That's the
And
same for almost every class, though.
Yeah.
Like Firepower is basically gone, and CO Summoner is still unplayable. It's kind of
Yeah,
same for every class.
CO is like, they don't breathe. Yeah, if I say like they actually can't breathe. They don't know how to breathe. That's what's going on in CO. Slayer is also like, awful as like, with is pretty bad. Anyway, so on and so forth. What's it called? Bro, I want to say something, I forgot. Nice.
Well, I mean, I don't know. When it comes to CO Summoner, like, why do they keep making that class so bad? I don't understand. Like, Strikers have it bad, right? Strikers have had it bad for a while. Glavers have had it bad for a while, but CO Summoner is the one class I feel like, I don't know, man.
I think it's just because of their philosophy, where they do the balance around the floor, not for the ceiling. And that's why the Shira Breaker and Uniter sorceries and some other shit maintain the ceiling for a really long time, because their floor is actually kind of low, not high, so they didn't bother nerfing it. But if they change CO Summoner actually have a pretty good floor, because it's basically the thing is do the combat for you. It's auto combat.
I mean, do they have really good floor though? I don't even know. I feel like CO Summoners are pretty.
Yeah, they have good floor. I mean, the thing is this.
The concept is good for.
Yes. They still have a lot of room to improve though, because the AI, what's it called, minion skill itself themselves have a problem of like, auto tests keep getting canceled. Like, I mean, there's so many like weird stuff going on with the skill. But overall, I agree with like, Lustboy saying classes have a certain role, and I also believe that, because if you see Smallgate, like, whenever they do the balance patch, I can feel that they're literally like, implying message of saying this class only deserves to be here. That class deserves to be there. Like, I can see that from what they're trying to say. Like, so basically a class like CO Summoner will never be strong, in my opinion. Will never be strong. It's it's like this, like MMO. Some classes, like people who seek for a challenging but like higher return, like, play Arcana, play like Surah Breaker, like Surge Blade kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
People who want to play easy class with like feeling like, comfy or something, like CO, like, low ceiling, like it's like that is what I'm pretty sure is going on.
I feel
Yeah.
like
So
even like loyal and
yeah.
companion sharpshooter, or like, maybe even like pistolier, or like, I don't know, arrowmancer probably has, in my opinion, a better floor than CO. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just me not knowing.
Yeah, they have good floor, and that's why they're there. Even though their ceiling is not high, their ceiling is really fucking low. The Pistolier, Aeromancer, and was it?
Loyal and companion.
Yeah, LC. Their ceiling is trash right now in tier 3. but their floor is really great, and that's why they are getting buffed.
Though weren't they at least the arrows and the Loyal Companion aren't they doing okay in tier 4?
Else is good. Aeromancer is kind of mediocre in tier 4.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, LC is another low floor class, but they made it pretty good. So
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't do the same for CO. When again, they've just been so bad for so long.
The tier 4 class balance though is pretty unbalanced. Like as I said earlier, some of those guys don't know how the class works, and it's kind of fucked up right now. And Graveyard is one of them. Seal Summoner one of them. RC one of them. Even though RC got pretty good buff, pretty sure it's gonna get nerfed in the next patch.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Like classes having like each roles like that,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good, but at the same time the problem is that like there's people who's been playing certain class for a long time expecting for like A, but the game want that class, the direction of that class to be a B. But then what about the people like who spent the time and money on that character till now? Like that's the problem, right? And because of that, like I think, I like this is just my opinion. I think they should add the class change ticket in my opinion. That can change the class only in the subclass, category like criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
you can switch
and
between
also
assassins and switch between
yeah, exactly. And also like doing bad balance patch is like obviously the game's problem. If they don't have the skill to balance it out, which is like pretty much for most of the games, by the way, it's not just Lost Ark, like Dungeon and Fighter and Maple Story, like trust me, like they also have like pretty bad balance. But for those games, like what's slightly different from Lost Ark is that the games are so old. There's so many classes. So when it's like League of Legends, like when champions are like when some like champions are bad, then you just have to play some other champions that are good. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dungeon and Fighter and the Maple Story have a lot of classes, and also they can change their classes because they do like Maple Story have like permanent like class change from the subclass, and Dungeon and Fighter is not permanent, but it's like an event like every once a year or like half a year. That's what I know. So people have like opportunity to like play the class on that certain season what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't like matter that much, even though some classes are actually doing bad. But Lost Ark like doesn't have like changing system, right? And also like relatively it does have like very few like classes, like 25 I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many classes total there are in MapleStory, but if you count like if you don't count like engraving stuff, there's not that many classes in general. Um, but I think for like MapleStory for swapping classes, it's only for the explorers. So most of the classes can't actually swap. It's only the explorers. But yeah, no, I get what you mean, and I do. I don't know. It does really suck when your class kind of like isn't very good. It would be nice to be able to swap out of it. I also think like in MapleStory, it's easier. And I've never played DFO. I've only played MapleStory. I think it's easier to raise up a character in MapleStory compared to in Lost Ark. I think there's not as many time gating things in MapleStory compared to Lost Ark in certain aspects. But yeah, no, I get it.
I think you can complain if the class have bad floor, like low floor and low ceiling as well. But if the class have either low floor but high ceiling or high floor but low ceiling, I don't think you should complain because I think that's what you are signed up for, in my opinion. Like if sorceries have a low floor but high ceiling, you shouldn't complain because that's what sorceress is. And if Airmancer does good floor but low ceiling, I don't think you should complain because that's what the class is. But if the class have low floor but and also low ceiling, I think that's the problem.
So a Pinnacle Glaver?
Yeah, it's one of them.
I mean, I'm in a different, like, what's it called? Like, different, like, trouble situation. The Glaver, the reason why I played was, it was like, not bound to the back attack at that time. And second, the parry skill is like, it did a lot of damage. Like, at that time, you mastered that parry skill. You mastered it, and then, you use it as an offense. But then when Vikings came out, like it has a gauge system, right? If you get hit by it, you get a gauge. So I'm like, wait, parrying this is not good. Okay. Okay. But then like later it might be better. And then the clown came out with like worse gauge. And I'm like, wait, I can't parry any of these. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I couldn't run the parry, build. Started to feel like kind of awkward, like why I'm playing this class. But then, like, later the rework, like, just fixed the Glaver to complete back attack. And I'm like, it's like what Lustboy said. It's not what I wanted, right? It's not what I wanted. But at that time, the damage of the Glaver was at like top peak.
Yeah, it was really high
on the rework. So I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I should not complain. And I was like enduring that. But now it's like, but now the Glaver is like back attack, like no parry as an offense, and 87 skill point, bro.
I think the
Yeah,
87 skill point is less of a class thing and more of a overall maybe you thing.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah. That's my thing. Okay, anyways.
But okay, I mean, we've talked about a little bit of that. I want to hear like, what do you guys? Well, who are the winners and who are the losers? Do you think for this? I mean, we've kind of put Glavers down in the loser section, right?
I think winners are almost every hidden master classes, but especially Swordfish, Sharpshooter, and Sorceress are probably biggest winners in the current version.
Really? What about BK Breaker?
They're good, but I don't think they're as good as those three, in my opinion.
Really? Because people have been talking BK Breaker up.
I mean, that guy is just farming the YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
There's
one
a
guy.
YouTube video.
Yeah, just you guys are just getting one guy. I mean, it's good. It's good for sure, but I don't think it's as good.
Yeah. There's a YouTube video with 30 billion. One rotation, by the way. OM.
That's great.
Yeah, that like cracked people like in the invent.
Do you guys?
Yeah, someone is saying that like he need 1 minute of 4 rotations to do that much damage. That was so funny.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it as a striker main. So those are the winners. Memorizer, do you agree?
What's it called? Like for me, like what's it called? I'm not sure about the winners. Like I mean, if you like generally just ask me for the winner, then I'm like I'm not sure. Like you know what I'm saying? Because there are classes that I think is very good, but classes it's like this. Like should I consider a class if it didn't get a bad arc passage, then should I consider it as good? Or should I put them on the mid? It's like I'm on like that kind of like problem. Because if you ask me what are the 4 losers, then it's easy to say. But
who are the losers?
Like winner is like hard to say. That's why because the losers are like so obvious right now. That's how like arc passives are so like bipolarized at the moment. I would say the losers are like definitely the Slayers, both of the classes, Slayer and like honestly, Deathflow is also like not doing good. SO is popping off though, and like Pinnacle Glavier, and a CO Summoner, and recently I heard like Scrappers are also like so bad because of the that arc passive skill called ducking. Um, basically it's an arc passive where whenever you use a spacebar,
Mm-hmm.
then you get a buff for 10 seconds. So your rotation is bound to a spacebar. Spacebar is literally your DPS rotation.
So it's kind of like
Like
Pistolier.
uh yeah, I guess, but the vibe is completely different. Like spacebar, like from Pistolier is like whatever, right? But but spacebar, like forcing from the like scrapper is like it's a different vibe. Yeah, is what's
Okay,
going on.
got it.
But anyways, like later, there's not gonna be no losers, right? It's not a Copium guy, by the way. Believer is gonna go to the moon.
Hy-
Deathflow is gonna go to the moon as well.
Hyper
Everyone
Awakening.
is gonna go to the moon.
Hyper Awakening.
Yeah, we're going to Mars, not even moon. Maybe to Jupiter.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Honestly,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. We're going to the moon.
Just go to the moon. Don't come back.
Um, wow. Okay, nice. Anyways,
What about? I mean, there's been a lot of hype around the DPS supports too. DPS Bar, DPS Paladin. How are those things looking?
They actually have respectable damage, but only burst damage. And I think DPS party is actually a thing, but DPS bard and DPS artist, I don't think they're practical because they do not have a synergy.
Yeah, so they're kind of being like not as useful in the party. Yes, maybe their damage might be okay, but like the synergy and the utility that they provide from that is like
Yeah.
non-existent.
Yeah, they're basically for fun in the Guardian raid at
I
most.
see. Do you think if they
Yes,
got a separate synergy, kind of like Paladin, do you think they would be viable?
Probably, yeah.
I'm personally pretty excited for DPS Paladin. I've been wanting a one-handed sword class, DPS class, for a long time, and DPS Valley has never been viable. So I'm personally, excited. But I don't know. I'm kind of like scared that they're gonna nerf DPS Paladin. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure the like what's it called? Where to put the DPS pally? Like DPS wise, I don't know. Like I know what he's doing strong, but like how strong is like I don't know exactly well because there's only few like POV from
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and
I mean,
stuff.
I watched a lot of tier 4 POVs and a lot of 1v1 parsing and also like Aegir, everything. DPS party is basically the same damage as Scarabier right now in the practical scenario.
I'm in trouble.
I think you're getting replaced, Memo. I think you're getting replaced.
Um okay.
Lustboy's been scouting out DPS Paladins, is what he's saying for the static.
Um 07.
There's this one DPS Paladin that I usually watch is on YouTube. It's Young Hyunpyo, I think his name is on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but that's the guy that I usually watch for DPS Paladin, and it's looking pretty good. Again, I'm a little bit worried that because at least here in the West, I don't know how it is in Korea, but there's a lot of negative like stigma and negative kind of thoughts around DPS supports. People are literally saying that they're going to DPS gatekeep DPS supports just because they're a DPS support, and I really hope that that doesn't actually end up being the case. And kind of makes me feel like maybe Korea might, or at least the devs might think the same way and might nerf like the DPS supports to make them not as strong.
I think DPS party is actually a thing. Just DPS bard and DPS artist in regional raid is a grief. I think you can do it in Guardian raid. I don't think it matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I again, I just hope that people aren't gonna like or do you know if like I guess there's probably not that many DPS pallies around, but have you run with any? And if so, were they like have people kind of like gate kept them or like thought about gate keeping them?
I've run with a DPS party once in my life in a bay mode,
But not in tier 4.
not in tier 4 so far.
Me neither. Because there's no advantage over the support pally. It's harder to find a party. So
Well, if they do the same amount as Glavier, why would you
I mean,
take the Glavier or the DPS pally?
um,
I saw a 1v1 parse between the guy Young Hyunpo and Captain Jack. And Captain Jack only got 51% Cruel Fighter or 50% Cruel Fighter underline in the Guardian raid compared to this guy. And the guy had 20 Relic and not even level 10 gems. And Captain Jack had Ella 2 and level 10 gems. It was kind of worrying.
Bro, do I have to get threatened from a DPS pally for my position, bro? Yo,
I mean, have some respect, bro. It's an extra class.
bro, above this class, bro. Anyways,
What I mean, who like aside from like another thing I want to talk about actually is Soul Fist. I think it's like weird because Soul Fist now EO is like spec, and now both of the specs play very similarly from what I can tell.
It's 100% getting nerfed or getting changed because so EO Surface doing the fucking weird spec EO thing, right? And now Robust Surface is also switching to EO because that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
That's what they wanted in the tier season 3. Yeah.
EO is just better robust at this point.
Yeah, so everyone plays EO. There's no reason to play Robust, even though Robust is kind of still decent, but EO is just objectively better.
Yeah, and Robust doesn't even use Spirit Bomb anymore, and EO does. So it's like literally the whole reason why some people play that class is no longer on that class anymore.
Yeah, and that's why I think they're gonna get it change it for sure in the next balance patch.
Do you think people are gonna I guess do you think people are going to go back, do you think they're gonna go back to Swift?
If they change it, yeah, but if they don't change it, everyone's gonna have to play the spec EO. It's so strong. It's kind of ridiculous.
I don't know. It's like what you said, right? I think they're gonna probably change it. It just doesn't make sense that it's so similar to the other one. It's just a better version of the other class.
Yeah, I don't think it's intended.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, the way how they're gonna, change it though. If they're like, doing a change that forces people to run swiftness, like for example by nerfing the specialization part on the EOS arc passive, then like I don't know about that, but yeah, there's already a class that runs a exact same combat stats, right? Like Death Blade. If you see Surge Blade and the remaining energy, they both run full spec and then crit. So like at first when I saw this change from EO running like running like a robust spirit like combat stat, I'm like, oh cool, like interesting. That's the only rough expression that I made. But then what I figured out is that there's obviously a difference between Surge and Death Blade. The playstyle is different, right?
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, but robust and EO is like technically I don't see a difference on the playstyle as well. It's just the difference is that robust goes to hype right away. EO still have like a one more layer, right? But the playstyle, turning on the hype and pouring everything and then turning off, like that part is like same.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, oh, this class, yeah, like I don't think it's intended. If even the playstyle like becomes like pretty similar. So yeah, I think it's gonna be changed soon. I mean the arc passive change already happened this week, so maybe after Hyper Awakening, yeah.
I don't. It's like weird, right? I feel like the arc passive change didn't really address too much. Like I don't know. What do you guys think about the arc passive patch? Like, do you think that it
Uh,
made significant enough changes?
no, it's a definitely a band-aid patch, but I don't think they wanted to. I don't think they wanted to patch it. Actually, they just did it anyway because there was so many people complaining. I think they wanted to patch after Hyper Awakening. That's probably what they wanted, but yeah, it didn't address anything to most classes.
But don't you think it would have been better to be like, hey guys, I know that you're concerned about arc passive, but trust us, Hyper Awakening's gonna come, and things are gonna be certain classes are gonna change quite a bit, instead of like doing these kind of weird band-aid patch. Because in my opinion, like most classes, the things that they got were kind of just more quality of life. Nothing really got changed too much. There were only maybe like one or two classes that got like a lot better or significantly better. Everything else was just kind of like, kind of better, but it doesn't fix the problem.
Uh, yeah, it's because of the Hyper Awakening. They just did the minimum like thing that they can do. I think. It's not even a patch; it's an improvement, right? Like very small improvement.
Either
Uh,
almost feels like they didn't finish the development. Like they were in kind of in a hurry. They just released Tier 4 without finishing it. That's what I feel like.
I think like just like what Lustboy said, uh like the people are different for sure. The different groups of like team are like touching like different groups of like classes in my opinion. And this is like a conspiracy that came out from the invent as well. Um so it's like
No,
this.
I came up with it. It's me.
You?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, okay.
I've been saying it. It's like
All right,
since
sure.
since here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I saw it from the invent as well. Okay, it's Lustboy, it's a conspiracy, nice.
It's less boy
And
conspiracy.
anyways, like I also think that's what's going on as well. Because if you see this like improvement, a lot of classes just got like small improvement, right? Small like Pinnacle Cleaver kind of like improvement where they like delete the animation, like that
Yeah,
kind of like improvement. But if you see the Esso Striker, they just changed like what's it called? They not only increased the damage, they just like it came up with a new like buff
yeah.
on
They
yeah the kind of stuff. So it's the skill is like definitely different and um like I am not sure if the Esso Striker needed that buff prior to like like other like of classes right now like
yeah, there are
sleep.
classes that needed it more.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. So that's why it gives me like feel like put more weight on the on this conspiracy that different people are doing the different balance patch right now and um what's it called? If this is from the invent that like people are like saying that it seems like the arc passive like overall is like um so like some like employee some staffs are working on the arc passive like coding and stuff and then they don't have like any affection, they just want to like finish the work and go back home as fast as possible, so they just like put some put some like shit and then like make a document to their superior and then to get the approval and they're like I didn't understand but okay approved, go back home. Like there's like those kind of like a meme going on, and it might be true. It might be true.
I mean, we'll never know unless we're back there. We'll never know unless we actually work a Smilegate. I wish, like, here's the thing. It's like sometimes I really wish, like, actually, does this ever happen where like a Korean like content creator or like YouTuber gets like interviews like Smilegate at all?
Uh, I mean, about the balance patch,
Not
no.
about the balance pass, just like about Lost Ark in general, and like just getting their thoughts about where the game is and like how it's going and things like that. Just like not
Um,
recently, but like has it ever happened before? Like where a Korean YouTuber has like gotten like somebody from Smilegate and interviewed them.
so you're saying like Korean like YouTuber like
like like a
interviewing the staff?
like I don't know, like a Captain Jack or like any like Lost Ark YouTuber like has interviewing the staff to see like what their thought processes around like
No,
things in the
no.
game.
That yeah, I don't think that ever happened. No,
Sometimes I
it
really
happened
wish
on
we could
Maple
do it.
Story.
Maple Story,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. There was a streamer called like I don't know, like was his name like Myung Hoon something like that. He invited the director, the Maple Story
Wow.
director, to his home, and like both were on his stream. Yeah, wearing a funny looking sunglasses. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
As I don't know, I sometimes I just like want to take somebody from AGS and just be like, "Yo, what's going on? How's it going? What's happening? Why are certain things happening this way or not getting fixed?" I don't know. I wish that somebody
We're,
that could happen. And I was just wondering if anybody in in Korea has done that with like Smilegate employees.
um yeah, if I was a director or any staff, I would not do that. I would not do that, bro. That place is gonna be the guillotine. Like not that place is gonna be a guillotine in front of like like many people getting streamed. When the like the atmosphere is like pretty down.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be when the atmosphere is down. Then again, when was the last time the atmosphere was like good in Lost Ark? I don't even remember. Like really good. Like everybody was just like positive, happy about the game.
Probably around Christmas when Gord River was the director, if you remember.
Christmas with a reveal, like Christmas revealing the new director.
No, in Christmas when the Gord River was the director.
Yeah, when Gold River was the director. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I also think that for the hype management, like Gold River is better than the current director. It's like this. He just throws something that can like make people hype, even though that might be a lie. Like, you
Uh
know what I'm saying? Like he has like that kind of like skill, like yapping skill, and it actually like affected like people a lot. Like it's like a bro, it's like a mind control. Like bunch of people like the Chinese censorship like that
huh.
happened last year. People were like so mad. Like I've never seen people like that mad before because this is not with the related to the game. It's the thing of the history of the the China and the, like Korea in between. Like even like it can like go into a political like relation and stuff. And on like so the atmosphere is all time bad, and then Go River came to open the live stream, and people are saying there's no shot that he can like make this like make people conform, like I'm saying, like
Hmm.
silent people. There's no shot. It's like this situation is so bad, and he like came up with bunch of like he studied a lot of stuff, like bunch of like maths and statistics and all the thing, like, and also like sorry, like apologies and all the stuff, and also came up with like some other like game related stuff that they're gonna do that contain a lot of like hype factors and everything. Like TLDR at the end, people were like all chatting in the in his YouTube live stream. God River, the God came back. Like bro, I'm not even joking. Bro, people like like they changed like 180 degree. The current director like can't do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like he came back. He came back from the censorship. It was crazy. So
Yeah, Gordy is kind of good hype man, but also he yaps a lot. Whenever I help the translation for Saint or somebody else, when the Gordy starts yapping, there's actually nothing to translate because this guy just yaps. Just
Oh yeah, he does like say some like some pointless stuff. Yeah.
like when he's trying to say something, he makes it like for 10 minutes wrong for say one sentence.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like when I also like translate like Loa on when Gold River was in charge. Um, what's it called? Basically, he doesn't go straight to the point. Yeah, he doesn't go straight to the point. He like wanders around and round and round. Sometimes like even repeat what he said, and then it goes to the point. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, that's why I'm like, bro, like my throat hurts. I'm not gonna like translate this shit. Yeah.
Actually, does JJ brings up a question that I'm interested in. Does KR have a community manager type position? Like how we have like rocks, right? For us here
Yeah,
at AGS.
they do, but they're not as like, in front as rocks in care, but we do.
So you would say like the director's probably more in front than the community manager.
Hmm.
I see. That's interesting. I wonder why that's the case, but man, I do. It's like interesting because like I feel like Gold River was so much better at playing kind of like this community manager role. I mean, he's not the community manager, of course, he was the director, but like he kind of was a better public presence than the current director.
I feel like the style. I mean the personality is like completely like different. For the current director and the Gold River, and um I did expect that this, this current director would not do the live stream as often as the Gold River because he just doesn't look like that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you guys ever seen him in place, right? Like on Loa on or like live stream with other two bozos. Um, but then so if like if you're not good at like like A, then you can compensate it by being better on B, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that B part is like, is it like going well? Then I would say like not really is what's going on. So the overall like um evaluation like from people from the players on the current director is like not that, yeah, it's not great for sure is what's going on. Yeah, he
I
needs to do
really
something. Yeah, something. If it's not good, then like at least like do like what Gold River did, like more like communication or something like that.
I was really curious why like when I saw him first go on stage as the new director, I was kind of like interested. Like I don't know, I was surprised because I thought for sure like it would be somebody new, but they brought this guy back. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Like, wasn't he like not very good at it before, and then like they brought this guy in? I'm actually surprised that they didn't bring somebody new that was more like a Gold River.
Oh yeah, I still remember the first comment that I saw was interesting. Uh, so the caster says like when she introduced the new director,
Mm-hmm.
and then the director like is coming and like waving his hand, right? And when people saw the presence, like he's like face and stuff, like there were comments like, "Oh shit, we're fucked. Our balance, our bro, like the balance is fucked, bro. Like it's over." I saw tons of those like real life comment. Yeah, because he's in charge of the like the balance and character design and all
Mm-hmm.
the like raid, like the vertical progression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think overall, how would you rate the current director? Like, how would you guys rate the current director? Do you guys like him, or do you guys overall think that he's not that great?
Uh, I think we're gonna have to see it for now because we don't actually really know what he has done. Like, it could have been from Court River or
Mm-hmm.
maybe he's still cooking. I think we need more time to judge him.
So we'll have to see like Winterlow on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think what's it called? So uh the current director, what he did the greatest is the new season. Yeah, there's nothing more than that. When he introduced the new season and all this stuff. But the thing is, like I don't think he solely did this, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like it was being in the process ever since when the Gold River was the director, and um, if I was a Gold River, then I would like literally teach this guy who's gonna succeed me like best as I can. Like you know what I'm saying? Like giving all the info and what you should do, like all the thing. So I think he got like advices from Gold River. This is like it's just my thought, but I think it's not something that he did by himself. Like this new season and everything, yeah. But like technically he did it because it happened when he was in charge. So
I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that, and maybe I don't know if this is true, but I do feel like perhaps it was more him than Gold River because, like you guys said, Tier 4 season 3 kind of felt a little bit unfinished. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't cooking for that long in the kitchen. Like maybe it was like when he came in, he was just like, "All right, we got to make this change, guys." Because if it was Gold River and like he had a major part in it, I would feel like it would feel a little bit more complete. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah, that could have been a case. That could have been a case, yeah.
yeah, things are like all things are not incompleted. Like especially if you see the 1620 to 1640 progression, like the item boost. Because of that, like people like there's a meme. Like people are saying, bro, like no one is gonna do Echidna like kind of stuff. Because Echidna hard is at 1630. Right? And then there was like someone else like coming up with an image of a bat guardian saying that what about me like I'm the real forgotten one, like no one even like come and visit me. If everyone just go to like Calventus 1640 from the frog 1610 and like yeah, I mean, but you still have to do the bat at least once if you never did because it gives +2 specialization, spam noted.
So you just got to do
If
them
you-
once.
Right.
If
Yeah,
you
only
match,
once.
if you
Yeah.
matchmake best car in current server right now, it actually takes like 5 minutes to find a matchmake party.
Who's actually
Actually-
doing Vescal? That's crazy.
Yeah, actually no one does it.
Yeah, when
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean, right? It seems tier 4 definitely seemed like something that was rushed. So I don't know. Maybe it was something that was brought on by the director. And then if that's the case, that's really great because I think tier 4 in general is a great change. Now there are parts that can be better, but hopefully those things will get better over time and like be more fleshed out. But actually, that kind of made me think about something that I actually had a personal question, like something from me that I've been wondering for a while. So I was doing calculations, and in Korea, the maximum points from what I saw from the tier 4 document that you put together, and again, thank you so much for putting that together, Lustboy, you and the other folks. It said that the maximum skill points that you're gonna get for the arc pass, like I think it's an enlightenment tree, is gonna be 95
Yeah,
after the
11.
collectible, right? It's gonna be 95, right? After because 92 right now, and then you get the extra 3 from the collectible to be 95.
Crime version 92 is the max.
So
Yeah,
95
I mean-
is TBD.
yeah, 95 is TBD, right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah.
will come. So, because I was doing some calculations, I'm like, with 95 points, you can't max out that last node, right? The fourth node, the fourth arc passive node.
No, you can't.
So, does that mean you have to have bracelet to make that work?
No, bracelet is gonna be something with hyper awakening, not alignment.
Oh, it's not gonna be that at all. So how I wonder how they're gonna make it so that you can max that last note.
And probably something with Burashaja or even a further future.
That would be so
TBD.
weird. To like if you left it like if you left it at 95 for like, until the future and made it so that you can't get it, like I don't know. That's just interesting. I would have thought that they would for sure have given like enough to max it at least for now, and then any future points you'd be able to put on like other parts of the tree. Because right now, if you go main line down all the way, you can't even max everything.
No.
That just feels a little weird to me. I don't know. Again, maybe goes back to the half baked comment earlier.
What is the topic again?
Oh, nothing. It's just weird that like you're not able to max out your tree, even just going straight down with the points.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, when you get the more alignment points, the class balance is going to be different again. Just for example, the barrage artillerist, if you get more alignment points, you get 10% more attack speed, which is gonna allow you to drop a lot of attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have like one more actual DPS engraving, like something like that. It's gonna change so many things.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, the class balance is kind of same-ish as Season 3. Plus, you get arc passive.
I would also just think like balance is weird because like if like it's like what you said, right? When they get the full points, the balance is gonna be completely different. Like if they try to balance it now and buff certain classes that are weaker, and then later on getting the full points makes the class a lot stronger. I don't know. It just the way
Yeah,
that
that's
they're
why.
implementing just weird.
Yeah, that's why I thought this project is maybe unfinished right now.
Mm,
They just released it anyway.
yeah. I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. But I mean, the last thing that I had for tonight to talk about is really around like prep for tier four. Like our tier four is coming up in about a month. Like, what would you say to people here in NAEU SA region? Like, what should we do to prepare for tier four?
I think big three things. First one is try to temper all the gears before tier 4. It's gonna save so much shard in a long term, and try investing blue armor stones. They're like, yeah.
Blue
So
armor stones.
yeah. So in a long term, you are gonna use more red and blue stones, then you consume them faster than you gen you generate the shards
Mm-hmm.
in a long term. So if you can convert them, the Sindri mass into tier 4, yeah, that's gonna be great.
So both red and blue, or just blue?
Both red and blue, but blue is more important.
Okay.
And also, it's gonna be different in Western version because you guys are getting the Behemoth with tier 4
Mm-hmm.
next month. Do the cubes now, I think.
Do the
'Cause,
cubes now.
Yeah, because the whole reason why some of us told you guys to save cube ticket, the whole reason was to get the level 70 faster, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Behemoth is actually free. It is actually easy. It's actually free as shit. And your goal is just to get level 70 by Aegir. And you have like 1 month
Mm-hmm.
between the Aegir and Behemoth. So surely you reach level 70 without cubes.
Okay.
Bro, chat is like, if the streamer says like the raid is gonna be like so hard, then ShiDD. And if the raid is like gonna be so free, ShiDD. Like, bro.
I mean, if you don't think famous is easy, I mean, yeah, I think you should go play Minecraft.
There you go. All right, my opinion on what to do on tier 4. I mean, what to prepare is announcing that the Behemoth Guide, Gate 1 and Gate 2 is done.
There we
Yeah,
go.
edited by Lustboy, by the way. Yeah, we made it together, technically. Watch that. That's the first thing you should do.
I agree.
Stay gear shit.
Anything else?
Uh, like honestly, it's like like I feel like cautious when giving an advice of what to prepare for something, because I mean I've been doing that for a long time, and like also making like some YouTube videos, and what I see is that like some comments are saying like that's not the case for the NA, and like you know what I'm saying basically. So I'm like
things change between NA
yeah,
and
things
Korean
can change.
version.
Is subject to change. So because of that, like recently I've been feeling cautious on giving advices, but my advice is for now, like buy all the legendary books that are not class engraving, because class engraving later
It's gonna
becomes
disappear.
nothing. Yeah, becomes nothing. Buy the combat legendary engraving that you need when it's cheap. Yeah, like right now it's going up in Korea. It's keep going up. It's
So
like this. When season 3 dropped, um, it spiked for like 2 days. It spiked because of people who wanted to buy the relic book, they had to like learn the legendary as well, right? So and also like because of those people who couldn't reach the 1620 on their ult, like all that thing. And then like it started like steadily like going down, steadily like keep going down. And like was it like when Aegir came out, it started like roller coastering like high, and like that's because what should I say? Like I don't know. Wait, actually, do you know Lustboy? The legendary books are keep going expensive right now. Adrenaline legendary is 8,000 gold. It used to be like less than like 4, like 3.
Yeah, they're kind of expensive, even in tier 4 right now. Almost all the major engravings. Because yeah,
Wait,
they
why is it
didn't,
going? Why is the legendary becoming expensive though?
because they didn't run it.
Was there like that much people?
Yeah, because they're kind of expensive.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of like a lot of people who still didn't learn it, trying to like learn the legendary.
Yeah, even Tofu has fucking purple hitmaster right now.
Oh, he's so bad. Yeah, spam TDD.
but he kind of took a break from KR for a bit, you know.
But he's been grinding.
Mm-hmm.
But he still have fucking purple hitmaster.
I'm surprised they didn't do any sort of buff to like the drop rates of the legendary books though. I'm really surprised, or like give more sources. I feel like maybe we will get like NA usually gets a little bit more stuff, so we might get a little bit more. But I'm surprised that they haven't like done anything to buff it or like add more drop, like more of them to drop or something like that.
Anyways, legendary engraving book. Buy when it's cheap. And if it for some reason goes down, don't blame me. OM.
I mean, I think anytime we get advice from KR, it's always like take it with a little bit of a grain of salt because things are subject to change, especially here because we have a pretty different. I say we have a somewhat different version compared to you guys. Like even especially with like the recent changes with like Chaos Dungeon changes that we got. I don't think Korea has that at all, right?
No, it's a NAU exclusive.
And I think China might have it.
Oh, yeah, but fucking care, Sushi server.
Yeah, so I'd say like anytime we, I think people should understand. Anybody who doesn't understand that probably, I don't know, are dumb. But people like anytime you get advice from KR, it's like take it with a grain of salt because it can always change.
And if you guys wanna mess up, this is the last chance.
Yeah, memo.
What do you mean, bro? I already invested a lot. Like I'm like
Yeah, don't be like him.
bro. It's a best to switch for people who like who hone the roster like in a balanced way, like equally. I would say, like if you already like invested like like high on the main, like if you're
Right.
like main Andy and other oats like funnel Andy,
Even
like
if you
me,
overhaul not main, this is the last chance. There's not gonna be better chance than now if we think about it.
bro, like when I like did the Kenwa and got the +20, bro, my Glaber like was sitting at 50 like 1685. It already sits on super high that I can't
No,
even swap my main, bro.
no, you're not 1680. You're fucking lying.
Yo, I was 1680. What do you mean? I was like I got when I +20, I was sitting at 1685. Yeah, exactly 1685.00. I did all the advanced toning, all +20, and my weapon was +25. My glove was +23, and
No,
others were +22s.
no, you didn't finish out of that honing.
Bro, what are you talking about? I finished all of the honing.
I
I
inspect your
finished it
character
a
more
day
than you.
before the season 3. Day before. Yeah.
Caught.
I mean seriously, yeah, I was at 1685, like for real, when on day one, when I transfer everything, like where does this lead to? And it led me to 1685. So, oh wow,
All right. I mean, understandable, but still, you had a chance, memo. You had a chance. You had a chance. You had a month to push up another character to egg here. But you know what's fine. We're going to the moon. We're going to Mars with
yeah, we're going to
Hyperwood.
the Jupiter.
Yeah, don't come back.
um,
Yeah.
I guess I was one last thing, I guess, before we kind of wrap it up. And TwitchCon. We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, bro. Yo, you're gonna get like I mean, not penetrated. What's it called? Like, bro, get ready, bro. Yeah, get ready. Yo, if I land my feet, touch the California, that's the over, bro. Yeah. That's the catastrophe that's gonna happen. Yo, Saint is also not safe, bro, from me. Yeah. I'm gonna go into his room, bro, and like, yeah, make chat spam emo.
Yeah, I'm gonna visit Gunsword too.
Oh. I mean, I can't walk around with like guns. If Saint has a shotgun ready, yeah, OM. Anyways,
You got to try out
yeah,
the American burgers. You were talking about Burger King and being really good in Korea. You got to try out the Burger King here and how bad it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some of those instant food. I have to try it like because like because I honestly never understood when these like NA people were saying that like Burger King like basically these like food are so bad. And then like when Legalia came to Korea and he thought that I have a problem on my tongue when I said Whopper is the best burger in Korea. And he went to the Korea Burger King and he tried it and he's like, "Oh shit. Bro, it's better than New York." And he admitted, yeah.
I think burger
So,
is usually better in care, and pizza is usually better in NA.
Really, I like Korean pizzas. I actually really do like Korean pizzas. When I was in Korea, I had some Korean pizzas and they were very tasty.
you know what you're talking about when you say Korean pizza, right? pizza with corns, mushroom,
Yeah,
pineapple.
yeah. And like they have like some like sweet glaze on it too and stuff like that.
I actually don't know if it's even pizza anymore.
Yeah.
It's like it's a cheesy bread.
Um, like if you like one time, like when I was a college student, I went to like a brand called a Pizza School. It's a Korea brand, and they put like all these like weird stuff in there. Like, and I went there with an Italian friend who came as an exchange student, and then he's like he was staring at the pizza for a long time. I still remember that. He was staring, and bro, this is a cake. He said it's a cake, bro. A cake.
Yeah, it's a fucking bread, cheese bread with stuff in it.
Um, Great,
I mean, I don't
nice.
know.
Yeah.
I liked it. That's all I'm gonna say. It was very tasty. I think I had like some barbecue chicken with like, some really like some like sweet glaze on it with some pineapple and stuff. It was tasty. I liked it. I had it at like a Hongdae department store or something like that, or not a Hongdae, Hyundai department store, something like that.
Uh, I am planning to go to that place, like Hyundai. Like what was it called? Like there's an offline merchandise, like shop that's gonna be held after 5 days.
For Lost
And you
Ark,
can buy a lot of merchandise there.
for Lost Ark merch.
Yeah, lots of merchant. There's a cushion. There's a like stickers. There's like there's an earphone like case. There's a lot of like these stuff. So
I,
how much are you gonna pay me, Miso?
I mean, look, we can negotiate things. How much are you charging? That's the question.
Um, the most expensive one was like $40. And those are like the keycaps.
Look, I mean,
Averagely, I would say like maybe 20 to 25 average. Yeah, so if you pay me like a quadruple of them, then like I'm down to bring it to the San Diego.
got it. Well, um, let me just say that there are also some whatever you want to do. Here's another offer, right? Whatever you want to do with Lustboy and with Saint, I'm open with wide arms.
Okay, maybe I'll charge you a double then.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can talk about this offline. We can talk about this offline. We can talk about this offline. But I am very jealous that you guys have these Lost Ark goods and we don't get them here in the US.
Yeah. I was joking. I'm not gonna charge you like fee, because that's considered as a, you know,
Reselling.
flipping IRL, and the Lost Ark does not support that in IRL. Like people who buy it and then sell, like it's like a ticket, right? Like movie ticket. Like you buy all of them and then you sell it with a like higher price. They don't support that, so yeah, I'm just gonna buy it and then but I can't buy all, like I don't know like how many stuff I can buy, but I'll try to buy as much as possible, and then and I don't even know if I can bring them in my backpack. There's a lot of thing. We'll see. I'm gonna live stream
Well, that'll be
that place,
fun.
by the way. Yeah,
That'll be fun. I liked your karaoke live streams, by the way. Those were really fun.
snaky as shit.
Awesome. Well, I kept you both here for quite a while. I appreciate you guys for coming on to the podcast and everything. It's always such a good time and a lot of fun to have the both of you on here. I guess with that, everybody be sure to check out Memo. Be sure to check out Lustboy. Both amazing Lost Star streamers. Of course, again, check out Memo and Lustboy's Behemoth guide coming out soon. It's already done, right? You said.
Yes.
So when that comes out, please check it out. And you see their Twitch handles down below, though. I mean, everybody here knows you guys already. So, But with that, any last things that you want to talk about, or like anything I didn't talk about before or asked that you want to talk about?
Upcoming Wednesday. I become Memorizer 92 from 87. They're gonna do the patch 100%. They're gonna guarantee it. Well, watch that happen.
But until then, you are Memorizer 87.
Great.
All right. Any last things, Lustboy?
Uh, I've been kind of inactive with my stream lately. I've been some early arrived stuff going on, but yeah, hope I can catch you guys soonish.
For sure, for sure. And everybody, please go give both these guys a follow, give them subs, whatever you guys can. Every Lost Ark every creator in general, we always appreciate your support. So go check them out. But with that, I guess it's time to say goodbye. Thank you to the both of you again. I really appreciate it, and hopefully, and I'm looking forward to meeting both of you guys at TwitchCon. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I can spend some time with y'all as well and hang out and do fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the invite, Miso.
Sure.
It was fun.
Thanks for having us. Stay Giga Chat. Thanks for the 100 gifted from Usefulverse as well.
Yes, appreciate it.
And host from Miso. And the guest Lustboy. Memorizer 87. And peace.
And peace. Stay Giga Chat. All right, guys. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Spam noted.
And noted.